that girl that she lost her phone or something, and then she's like, "Here's a new number of everybody." It's like the demand is there; they just don't recognize it. In other words, people how paranoid do you see people are about, say, what they call privacy and stuff. It's like they're so obsessive about what they think is, and the truth of the matter is, I don't think that they actually want it, because it's like, what I found is that if you actually make known things, then it's like, I found this out. Say, my ex-wife cannot accuse me of being outside her window spying on them. If you can see, if everybody knows that I'm here, you know. And so I said, actually, I think that actually people are doing this for pride, not for what they say or think that they're doing it for. They just don't want to have to be accountable all the time, and they don't have to be on all the time. But it's like, actually, because the way you can tell that is if somebody accused them of something, then they'll be like, they got nothing, and the only thing they didn't want to see is like, they don't take a picture of me in my underwear or something, right? It's that they just don't want to. They want to be seen as something. It's like, and that's the only reason. It's not because of like they're less safe or something like this. Like, if somebody finds out where I live, then they're gonna come molest me. I'm like, you know what? They can pick a house on the street. You're not that special. um, no, it's true. And but that's why I say that. But whatever it is that whatever the is behind that demand. Say if it's pride or whatever it is that people want to keep their actual numbers private, then it's like, I don't know if I should give out a number to this person or not. It's like you can actually just give a different number to a certain group of people and then they all ring the same phone. Feeding what? Feeding, well, yes. Because remember, that's just what I was explaining to Ron too, is that one of the original ways that I was thinking about this was that people who say, like, dealers or suppliers that don't, they were often afraid to say certain things over the phones or to think that their phone is being monitored or something. And I was saying one of the things that they could do besides the condom number thing, for different groups of people have, and it still rings your phone, still they can text you in front of you and still know that it's you and builds trust. But I mean, it's still that I was saying that it's about this encryption thing, because actually it was Ron that was saying that one of the things that he'd been asked to look into was VoIP, where you're not really allowed to do VoIP. And there are a lot of countries that are still like that, and I would say some increasingly like that unofficially, like where the big business is actually trying to subvert the whole threat to their business. In other words, like the VoIP, right? So one way is to like use a VPN and encrypt everything. But then that there's something there that shouldn't be there, or there's something there of interest because it's encrypted, because you don't know what it is, so therefore there's something there that is hiding. But then I said, well, you remember like on the idea of like steganography being, to hide something in plain sight, that if you want to do that, then actually I still think then making it look like everything is known is still a better thing, where, say, if you take a carrier wave, but a carrier signal, so like it'd be sounding like regular music or sounds like it's just a harmless sounding something, but within that then you encode the actual conversation, or like you have like a low bit rate of signal of interest, and then within that you encode that within, say, something that's a complex and a higher bit rate carrier sound, right? So it's like a concert. Well, no, I'm just saying conceptually. So it doesn't. It's like conceptually is this. It doesn't. I mean, I think that what you're saying, that in that case, the answer is still no. I don't know. I don't, because like if it involves like a transformation that would be a digital thing, then it could be